Yo, what up, what up, what up? We had some technical difficulties, which is why I had to back out the stream to come back into the stream. You know, things be happening. Um, oh, this is my driving record. I got my driver's license in 2019. That's crazy. Me, yeah, I had to. What they talking about? Yeah, something ain't right. I'm looking at something that don't even look right. July 30th. Oh, that's like last. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. That's 2024. I'm bugging. What up, chat? What up? Listen, y'all. We gonna try. We gonna get past this. We're gonna beat this game on professional. I just gotta be patient. I can't be stupid, man. I can't be rushing. I can't get lazy. Um, y'all know the vibes, man. We back. We back. We back. We back. We back. Let's go ahead. Let's lock that. So we're gonna get right though. Come on, y'all. I need your energy on this though, chat. I need your energy on this. We need first of all, we need 2,100 hours to be monetized on YouTube. So I'm definitely gonna need y'all. Definitely gonna need y'all for that. 2,100 hours on my gaming YouTube channel for monetization. No, this is terrible. They didn't give me anything. I'm struggling like this with that. I'm gonna really struggle when I fight that bald head nigga. Damn. 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 Fuck you. Damn. Damn. Bro. I ain't gonna make it. Yeah. Cook time. Catch. The hell was that? One of y'all just rubbed against me. One of those cats just rubbed up against me. This is the second game of this play, of this stream. Shout out to Rebecca for the light. Yo, how the fuck? Like, he turned directly into me. Game 4 or Game 3. Mm. Yeah. Yo, who the? All right, B. Come on, stay sharp. Stay sharp. No, I haven't seen it either. Insomniac. Yeah, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty too. So this is like super OD. But I've almost actually beaten it a few different times. I just gotta stay focused all the way through, follow through, and stay on my p's and q's, and not get excited or get ahead of myself. Um, so I gotta like really be on point. Looks great, bloody, frantic. It has a sentinel. Okay, so they made it like okay. I like that. Omega Red. That's a mutant. Omega Red's a mutant. He's a mutant. I forgot his origin. Let me look him up real quick, but he's a mutant. Oh yeah, Omega Red is a mutant. I had a that's crazy because I actually had I had a who was the nigga from Power Rangers? I had a Power Rangers villain toy and didn't know who he was. I just had it. I don't know how I had it. But a character I'm waiting to see on screen is Lobo from DC. I want to see him. Nah, I wasn't. I know who the fuck Ooze is. It was him. It was him. I didn't know who this nigga was. I said, why do I? And I out of nowhere, I just had it, and I didn't know who he was. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I just had it, but you like Zed? I didn't know anything about him, bro. And I watched Power Rangers. Didn't know who the fuck he was, bro. Rita second in command. I thought the gold nigga was Rita second in command. The nigga they like, I thought the other nigga was. Was he a bird? Nah, he was dumb as shit. He couldn't have been second in command. He was dumb. Yeah, he couldn't have been. And I think I know who I'm talking about. This nigga right here. But he was like, now that I remember, he was slow. But he was slow, so like probably wasn't him. Damn. I mean, it is, but when I talk about Power Rangers, I'm only talking about like the first few sets of Power Rangers. Only the first few sets. Like I ain't really follow after certain. No, I'm not gonna lie. No, I was still watching them. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna try to play that too cool game. I was still watching them niggas at like 20. Like I ain't even gonna play them. I remember Doggy Kruger and all them niggas. I remember like the later Rangers and all that too. Like I was like that's my shit. Damn, B. Man. Yeah, I seen a bunch of them. I seen a bunch of them. Tried to walk like you, talk like you, but it never worked. I remember them. I remember them. I remember the ones in space. Beat their ass. Only a fellow man of culture as yourself would appreciate it. I think the Power Rangers, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was dope. I think the ones after them was like Turbo. And there was I don't know if there was a Blue Ranger who was a kid, And when he become and when he would become a Power Ranger, he would get taller. It was funny as shit, but he was a little kid actually, probably like a 12 or something like that. I love when they ask me to spit their ass. Okay, yeah, yeah, that's yeah. So let's say you're getting some of the best hair in your life. I'm taking eyes rolling to the back of your head type. Whoa, what the You close your eyes, enjoy the moment. You open and you see her son staring at you, fist balled up like Arthur with tears streaming down his face. What do you do? Tuck my meat away and tell her to go get her kid. I ain't finna make a mortal nemesis on some Kill Bill shit. Dog. Dog, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? I met a kid that told me he used to sneak and watch his mom get clapped by her boyfriend. Young boy probably got hella issues now. Fuck. Fuck. Damn. Hold up, hold up. What are y'all talking about? Um, I was talking to friends that swung. Okay, all right. Let me read this. Some boy said he and his girl went to a swinging event. He and her were smashing girls left and right. Ball took a break and then some 6'4" Lex Steel nigga pulled out the hammer. I was talking to friends that swung. I couldn't comprehend, bro. My girl couldn't offer me 100 women in exchange for her hitting one dude. I say fuck no. It's not even. Bull told Lex he not putting that in his wife, and his wife said she wanted it, so he let it happen. His girl was screaming. Bull said all he could do was rub his girl's head and say it's okay in her ear. Dude acting like he had a say. He tried to smash later in the week, and she said she's still sore. Nigga thinking about breaking up with her. Breaking up with her, she been gone, bro. She ain't even his no more. She marked for life. I'm disgusted. Then he gonna rub her head. She probably was like, go away. I'm getting piped. I win wishes on my worst enemy. Yeah, I'm not with that, man. Oh man, shout out to them. That's what they get into. I ain't with that shit, man. I'll tell you that right now. I can't do it. Bro, I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. As I take that back, I would. Right, and these dudes out here volunteering for. Yo, how the fuck did he just like walk through that? Them shit should not be that durable where these big monsters cut through them and they just be okay. That shit shouldn't work like that, yo. It really shouldn't work like that. But some people don't take it offensive, man. Some people just genuinely like. Some people just genuinely enjoy that. You know? I remember reading in certain countries. That it was standard to offer your wife, like to like visitors and shit like that. I remember reading that somewhere. To the local lord, peasants, nasty. Now I remember it being like they will offer to like visitors and shit like that. I just like to their guests and shit like that. I mean, matter of fact, there's dudes in New Orleans. There's dudes in New Orleans. There's gang members. There's a lot of different people. Like I know people. Now I don't know them personally, but I've read about like there's people that's like there's people that's like, yo, I need you to F me and my homeboy. Like I know there's people like that. So it's like it's a thing that's like for me it's like it's nothing I would do. I'm not with it. I ain't doing it. But there's people that like legitimately that's their thing. I really don't know what much of anything is at this point. Like I knew I didn't want to run this way. I did not want to run that way. I don't know. I just like it's a lot of shit that I don't get, and I'm not. I guess I'm not supposed to understand. Like I guess I'm not supposed to understand a lot of this shit, but I don't know, bro. To teach his own. Like that's how I gotta look at it, dog. Like I don't know, bro. Like I'm not putting that. Like I see what you're saying, but I'm not like. That's the lens I would have because I didn't grow up there and I didn't like that's not my like I didn't grow up there. That's not how I understand life. So it's easy for me to put that lens on it, but it's like that's their lifestyle. People just I don't know. Like I'm not, it's like, it's like I couldn't it's like that's the like matter of fact I wanted to run something by y'all, but I gotta get past this fucking mission first. Nigga run, nigga. Bro. Like it's just no shit I could do. You gotta ask them if they themselves know why. Yeah, like, and that's what I was getting at. Like, it's like sometimes like we just grow up in shit. You know how it is when you just grow up in some shit. It is just kind of like second nature. Like everyone doesn't, or you've been taught this since you've been 4 years old or whatever, and you just never question it. And then you get older and say, hold up, this don't make no fucking sense to me. Why am I doing this? Like, like. So glad you said that because that's exactly where I was going. I'm like, they might not even know. Like, I just think coupling is instinctively human. So to see, I don't know. Most mammals aren't monogamous. How many mammals are actually monogamous? Like, it's not a lot. Birds are, like, a lot of birds are monogamous, but most mammals aren't monogamous. Like, when I was in no way, shape, or form am I talking down to nobody. But when I was in school and when I was learning anthropology, one of the things that my professor slash mentor had to kind of beat in my head, he had to beat this in my head that, like, a lot of what you understand was taught. A lot of how you see the world was taught. Right? And like the way you understand culture, the way you understand right and wrong was taught. A lot of it is not naturally instinctive. It's not. You go to a whole different part of the world, they understand it totally different. Like, so it's like a lot of what I understand was taught. A lot of it was taught. Like, now there's some things that are like cause there's like there's science behind why men like women who have wider hips, right? Or larger buttocks. Like, there's actually science behind certain things. So some things are a part of nature, but a lot of what we are is nurture. I'm saying a lot of what we are has been nurtured into our psyche over decades upon decades. So it's like, yeah, I will never understand that because I'm from here. And my dad was my dad. My mom was my mom. And so what they're doing makes no sense to me. It's like, I couldn't imagine saying, hey, look, I love this woman. This is my woman. I love her. I love her. But yeah, go ahead, put your dick in her. And I'm going to let you just have sex with her. Not only am I going to let you do that or allow that, I'm going to rub her head as she gets it done. To me, I'm just like, I don't even know I could be a part of that. If a dude was like, yo, man, my wife really likes you. You should have sex with her. I'd look at him like he crazy. I would think it's a setup. Like, nah, bro, I'm good. I would think something's wrong. I'm like, nah, something ain't right about this. Like, so it's just that my makeup is like, I'll just be looking like, what? Like, what do you mean you want me to? What do you mean you want me to do that? Like, I'd be creeped out. What you mean by that? Like it would just, I don't know. Amazon front lamp off. Also, damn, I don't know if I got. I feel like I'm stuffed up. Let me grab a Give me a second. Leave me alone. I agree, but they don't exist in a social vacuum. Like they see normal customs and taboo of not being a couple TV buzz movie. I maybe I could say maybe to that. I could say maybe, maybe. And some species, like tigers, are territorial, but tigers don't. They're not committed to no chick. They knock her up. They get out of there. They knock the woman up and get up out of there so they can spread their gene, spread their DNA around. But they not protecting them chicks from getting smashed. Some are like I think in gorillas. I think gorillas. There's one gorilla that's knocking off all the like. So some are, but also here's the. And I'm not being funny when I say this, so don't laugh. But gorillas have like the smallest penis. I think amongst mammals. I think relative to size. And they say the reason they believe that to be, this is the theory. The reason they believe that to be is because there's no competition with mating. That gorillas are the only guy in the group that is knocking off all the women. So there's no they're vegans. So there's no reason for them to be, I guess, well endowed because there's no competition. Some theorists and scientists have said that it's obviously not proven, but it's interesting that is the case. Whereas there's no competition, they're coming up short between them legs. So, but I wanted to run something by y'all since we are here. I know I gotta get to this because this game is gonna be the bane of my existence. But so I was having a conversation with a woman today at some point, and she said to me, well, we were talking, and then during the conversation, she said that I appear to be an avoider, like my attachment style is avoidance or something like that. And I said, well, what makes you say that? Because I explained to her a story that happened to me. And the story goes, I'm going to give you guys the full story so you guys get the whole context. A couple months, maybe like a month and a half ago, I went on a date. Went on this date. It was like a hike, just a regular hike. We hung out. It was dope. Me and this girl, we hung out. It was fun. And we planned to go to I think we planned another date after that. We planned another date for like a week later. We was like, yeah, we'll go do this, right? Go get some food, I think it was. So we do that. No, so we have the date. We have the initial date. After that date, we would text throughout the day. We would talk on the phone. We text throughout the day, etc. I would text her all the time while she was at work. She even told me, she said, if you want, you can call me while I'm at work because I got my headphones in, blah, blah, blah. So we have this establishment of communication, right? So we text, da-da-da. One day at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she texted me. We were texting throughout the day. I just finished the workout, and she texted me and says, good night. It was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She says, good night. And I said, I looked at the text. It's 3 in the afternoon because she had said she was on her way to work. She said, I'm on my way to work. Good night. Almost sneezed. And I was confused. And so I looked at the text. I just read it. Now, the normal person would have just text back like, yo, what you mean by good night? It's 3 o'clock. But for me, I looked at that and said, I'm not about to play no game with you. Like, I don't even know what that means. So I didn't respond. Few days go by, I texted back. I said, yo, like, what did you mean by good night at 3 in the afternoon? And she responds, oh, I was saying I was going into work, so I would text you after work. I said, that's weird. I said, that's weird. That's odd. And then she says, but honestly, I don't know if we're a great fit because we want two different things. Go to those spiel. Want two different things. I want to travel, blah, blah, blah. Like, she went to a whole slow spiel. And she said, and I don't need to worry about my partner being communicative communicative, like being able to communicate. And I said, okay, cool. I left it at that. I didn't even dive into it. I left it at that. This girl texted me 3 days ago. Now this is over a month and a half ago. She texted me 3 days ago. Hey, love. I said, what's up? Like, I'm confused because the number not even saved in my phone. She's like, oh, I'm sorry. I said, look, it's cool. I just didn't expect to hear from you at this point. She said, oh, I'm just checking in, you know. I said, I'm doing good. She said, yeah, normally I get these feelings to check in on people, so I just check in. I said, okay, I'm well. How are you? She said, I'm good. I said, it's awesome. And then she said, well, I hope you keep doing well, whatever. I hope you keep doing well. Glad talking to you. I said, same to you. I left it there. And she liked it and whatever. And then fast forward to now, the young lady I was having the conversation with today said, oh, yeah, you seem like you have an avoidant style. And I explained that the reason I didn't respond to that, I said, because in my life, whenever I gotten to know women and then eventually dated them, like made them girlfriends, whenever I seen some real goofy shit in the very beginning, if I ignored it, that eventually became the thing that broke us apart. That eventually became the thing that didn't work. And I was like, for you to tell me good night in 3 in the afternoon when we talk all the time while you're at work, all the time, I'm thinking something fishy, something's weird about that, and I'm not about to figure it out. We only been talking for a couple weeks. I'm not about to figure that out. I'm not that invested in you to where I'm gonna go investigate and figure out what. I'm not about to do none of that. I don't care about none of that childhood trauma shit. If you got that going on, whatever's going on, you go figure that out before you got here. It's not my job. You're not paying me hourly to do that. Do y'all agree with what she said? Did I jump the gun? Do y'all think I jumped the gun? I mean, I ain't changing my decision. I'm not changing my decision, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But it's like, and when she reached out to me, I left it at that. I didn't. And what I told the chick I was talking to today, I was like, look, I said about my nature, and Josh, me and you've talked about this. My nature is a hopeless romantic. So when she texted me a couple days ago, it pissed me off because I feel like she knew what she was. In my mind, it's like, you knew what you said was stupid. Like, you knew telling me good night at 3 in the afternoon was stupid. It's stupid as shit. You could have easily said, hey, I'm going to text you when I get off work. It's going to be busy today. That would have solved everything. And I said, a part of me wanted to say to her, yo, that really bothered me because I was really vibing with you. I really wanted to keep getting to know you. I said, but I didn't say none of that. I just left it at that when she texted me a few days ago. She said, well, you could have said that. I said, well, why would I say that? I said, nothing good comes out of me saying that to you. I said, nothing good comes out of that. I said, I'd rather save that energy for a song or a stream or whatever. I said, I'm not about to give you that energy when you clearly didn't value what I was by telling me good night at 3 in the afternoon. But, you know, got you. And I appreciate that. I felt, Josh, I feel the same way, bro. But I feel like when women hear some of my stories about other women, they try to justify the bullshit. They try to find a way to be like, well, she could have. I said, look, you're not about to shit test me. You're not about to do none of that. Like, I'm not about none of that. Like, I'm grown as hell. I'm not dating nobody that's 18. I'm not dating no underage person. You know what I'm saying? So I know, like, whether you're 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, however old you are, you're grown. You're grown. So I'm not accepting weird shit like that. I'm not accepting that. Like, what was the point of that? Some women be wanting to cause issues and try to see how you react. Women defend other women because they empathize with the BS behavior. And which to me is childish. Yeah, I agree. I agree to some extent. I definitely agree because it was weird. It was so weird, bro. I was trying to figure. I said, hold up, you about to tell me I'm bugging for me seeing that? Okay, this is about to be some bullshit. Let me get up out of here. I'm bugging for that. You know? Why is it never she should have left you alone? We're always, yeah, like, and I also think, and I think you got, because y'all both know me very well, um, because I think y'all know how much that bothered me. I think y'all can empathize with how much it bothered me. Like, that bothered me. Like, I was really feeling you. Everything was good. Then you did the weird shit, and I'm like, I'm not about to deal with that. Then you just pop back up. Then you just pop up out of nowhere. Hey, just checking in. For what? For what? So yeah, it was weird to me, bro, because it was like so unnecessary. You know, I was really feeling you. I was into you. You did the weird shit. And I'm gonna put out another piece of information about me, which y'all know. Yeah, Josh, Rich, y'all both know. But I don't really be caring about their past all like that. I don't want to dig too much in your past to figure out if you was you was out there. As long as you ain't got no video of you on Reddit, like, but Josh, it was that was so weird, bro. Because we were texting throughout the day, having a regular conversation, like, you know, just like how we usually did, regular conversation, and she said good night. She asked me, did you just go on a run? I said, nah. I said I was doing some sprints on the hill, but I ain't going on a run. I said, oh, okay, good night. I said, what the fuck? Don't ask, don't tell. The best policy these days. Because I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I don't want to know. The only thing I will make apparent, and I'll make this apparent, is, yo, I don't care about your past. I don't want to know your body count. Right? I think who you hang with, what you like to do, your habits, they'll all tell me everything I need to know. Don't tell me your body. I don't need to know none of it. I'm not going to ask your body count. But this is what I do ask of you. If there was a guy you used to sleep with, a guy you used to date a bunch and all that, don't introduce me to him and make me have to befriend him or gain an association with him and I don't know. Don't do that to me. I don't want to befriend none of them. Because I'll never make you befriend or engage with a woman that I used to sleep with or used to date. I'm never going to do that to you. That's all that I ask of you is that. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all that I ask of you. That's literally all I ask of you. Is that. That's it. And, like, I don't want to know your count. I don't want to know all of that. I don't need to know all that. Just make sure ain't no videos of you eating wood on Reddit. No shit like that. And we good. We good. Just don't be goofy. Yep, me too, Josh. Me too. Fuck. Yeah. Wow. I'm just at a point in my life mentally as a man that once I detect the first sign of goofiness, bro, I just remove myself. I ain't about to. I'm not your therapist. I don't want to figure out what's going on with you. No, I'm good. I hope you get all the help you need and all the success you need. Especially if I'm just getting to know you. I ain't got no reason. I ain't got no reason to try to figure all that out. You go do your thing. You ever wonder if your goofy detection system is overly vigilant? No, I know mine is, and I don't give a fuck. Major misreads, reasons that I need therapy. I'll live with my misreads. I'm okay. Listen, I buried my dad. I buried my brother Kyle. Like my coach died a few months ago. I had a situation where I was supposed to be a father. The women made those decisions. I've been through a lot of shit. So for you, so for me to potentially miss out on a good woman, there's other good women out there. I'll live with that one. I'll live with it because when you don't react, and you go ahead and ignore the goofy shit like something really goofy, it blows up in your fucking face. I'm good. So stop with the weird shit, man. Yeah, they did. They did. They OD'd. They OD'd. They OD'd. Yeah, no, they're way too fast. And when I was having the conversation on the phone with the young lady about that, she was very upset. When I said that, I said, "Look, man, like I've been through a lot of life. I said I've been through a lot of life, man. If you got on something goofy, I'm okay with walking away. Like it won't be the end of my life." Like, and she said that's so toxic, and I was like, it might be, it might be. Be the change you want to see. That's what I want. I don't have any objects to throw. I'm trying to get over to that herb over there. Fuck it. That shit don't make no sense. Cause they don't go too far from like so it's that's the same thing I be saying. Josh, the same thing I be saying. I'm like, bro, he blind, but he runs around shit directly to me. Come on now, bro. Come on now, man. But nah, but Josh, you right though. Like I know for a fact that trauma where I'm from, I definitely overreact, and maybe it's not always that bad. But shit, I can live with being wrong. And on top of that, like you said, I can readily admit there's some terrible dudes out here, bro. Dudes are gonna manipulate you, all that. I could, but when I be telling chicks some of them stories, man, they be like, "Oh, well, this is what she meant by that." I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." Interesting. Interesting. I mean, I just think it's fucked up. I think truth is truth, and sometimes and I can again. I'm an extremist. I've been traumatized. I've been abused. I've been through a lot of shit. So I understand that my reactions and the shit the way I understand all of that can be fucked up. I understand that. So I always leave room for that. So even if I disagree, I'm gonna listen to you. I'm like, oh, maybe there's a point that I'm missing because that's happened. But sometimes wrong is wrong, man. Like when I made that video about the ginger guy from the UK, Ginger J. When I made that video about him, right? Someone in the comments, a woman was in the comments. It was like, you see it more clearly when you tell women to rate themselves and vote for the least attractive girl. And they vote for the least attractive girl, and the pretty girls agree to take lower rankings. Oh, I actually seen experiments on that too before, but I say all that to say, like, I remember. What was I going? Where was I going with that? Oh, so when I made that post about Ginger J, right? Someone in the comments said a chick in the comments commented and was like, "Yo, what she say?" She said, "Well, I want to know who the girl is that I want to know who the black girl is that cheated on him. She did a number on him. I need her to teach the class." And then like a couple girls commented, under her, like bigging her up. Matter of fact, let me pull this up. I'm gonna pull it up because there was two comments that really ticked me off about it. Here it is right here. Whoever that young lady is that cheated on him, she did her big one. I need her to come to the front of the line and teach the class. And then another woman commented, because baby, that's sending him to deep waters. And so, and then someone else commented, and this is where I lost it. I just looked at it. Where is it at? Oh, another woman commented. Was this a woman? Yeah, this is a woman. Another woman commented, not taking accountability for the role he played in some of their decisions to cheat on him. I said, hold up, we won't do that. The person who got cheated on is never at fault for getting cheated on. Cheaters will cheat regardless. She then responds, I didn't ask for anything on my opinion. I said, we don't know the whole story. Be blessed. And then I responded because I'm petty and you're not going to talk to me like that. I said what I said. Don't comment on my post and insinuate or tell me to not respond. You can remove yourself. You fucking bitch, man. she's being disingenuous and bad faith. She's not bringing up the victim's transgression to violence because she's bringing up to distract from and defend another woman's bad behavior. Yeah. Damn. Bro, what the fuck? Nah. No, 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 fucking no. Beat each other the fuck up. Yeah, please do that. Beat each other the fuck up, y'all. I don't have any more. Fuck. Oh no. I can't take ginger culture war internet logic. No, it'd be the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Yeah. Yep. It is. It is. It is. You just. It's just interesting when you hear it and then you see how like it's just none of it makes sense. Damn. Gotta hit that creep. We gonna get it right, yo. We gonna get it. What'd you say, Mom? I didn't get the dustpan. It's in the bathroom. Fuck it, man. Mm. I honestly wish I had more grenades. Hey Josh, I haven't asked you how you liking that new gig, man. Bro, I'm getting fucked up the whole time. That was a good play. I'm gonna see if I can craft another one. I'm gonna try to get enough material to craft another one. Bro. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, bro. That's some bullshit. That's some nutty shit right there. Dog, no, 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 fucking no. I did it. I did it, Chad. I did it. I did it. I fucking did it. We did it. We fucking did that. We fucking did that. Damn, we did that. We did that shit. Pause it. We're gonna pause it right there. We're gonna marinate in this. Matter of fact, I need to clip this. I need to make this a video for YouTube. Yeah, we're gonna make this, put this on YouTube. Um, we're gonna put this on YouTube. I'll be back. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we clipping this section, y'all. Yeah, 100% feeling like Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. Mm. That shouldn't have been that hard though, man. I'm not gonna lie, Resident Evil, they know how to overdo it, man. That was. Oh, maybe I should get that bolt gun back. Maybe I should go ahead and do that. Rich, we should still we gotta still do that nostalgia joint, Rich. We gotta do that. Damn, that shit itch. I hate you, and I really hate you. I really think the only way that we could do that video is if we shoot that at night, though. I really feel like that's the only way we really should be able to do that one is at night. They say that life is what you make of it. God fearer that'll kill. I ain't no atheist. I know I'm short, but the question is who you playing with? Who you talking to? Don't even answer it. If I'm shooting forward, I hit it. Don't need no aim assist. World tried to bury my passion, and that was dangerous. Now I'm out here seeking some vengeance. You see how bright it get. Game been begging us for some hope. I'm supplying it. Lost 100 times. I'm an addict. I don't know when to quit, but starving since a youngin', like back when my name was infamous. Prison was a promise, but possible based on temperament. But fortunately, got outlets involved me rhyming on instruments. Started out as poetry. That was based on my penmanship. They punished me for talking. Writing's not a coincidence. Was raised by some G's that made me promise to never sniff. I got it memorized. We could definitely do it. What you told me when I made that joint, when you heard it, that was one of the best compliments I got artistically as an artist. One of my favorite compliments I got as an artist. Now I need to kill more rats. No, it's not. I don't need you to be aiming to please, but more or less, like, feels good to get some feedback on my work, man, from people whose like music opinion you respect. You know, because I don't respect everyone's music opinion, bro. I don't. Another one there. How long has it been since I was thrown down here? The meager scraps of food provided in the beginning are gone, and they don't give us more. The pains of hunger and thirst are unbearable. Most have resorted to drinking the black water. The first to turn was Hermino. He was weak so that he couldn't even walk, but then suddenly became mad. By the time his rampant ended, two were dead. I think we shouldn't drink that dark liquid. Dear Albert, I don't know what the fuck that passed. Though he fought until the very end. The only thing I can do now in horror is the bodies. It's honor the bodies and pray that their souls find peace. Oh Lord, why do you test us? Shut up, you bitch ass nigga. I just know I gotta be patient. I can't sell that yet. I gotta be patient. I really want to sell that though. I can sell the bolts though. I'm not gonna get the. I can sell those bolts. I wasn't supposed to fucking do that. Save it. Liquid nitrogen is extremely hazardous substance. Exposure may cause blindness, frostbite, and even death. Handle with care. Damn. Oh hell no! I remember this part. Oh man, they know how to dog. Yeah, I remember this part. This part was nutty. This part was nutty, and I don't remember how I beat it. Yeah, I just remember this being. Yeah, this is nutty. Yeah, I remember this part, but I don't know how I did it, or I don't remember how I beat it. Alright, so we should be good. But I remember this part being annoying as shit for some reason. Oh yeah, you the weirdo. Bitch. Bitch of a son. Damn. Okay. I'm not supposed to be fighting this. I already know that. I ain't supposed to be trying to fight that. There's no way I'm supposed to be trying to fight that. Yeah, I ain't supposed to be fighting that. Alright, bro. I'll catch you in the morning. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to this shit. Mm-mm-mm. Dude, you gotta hurry up, bro. Damn. Damn. I'm in the wrong side. All right. I gotta get up early, chat. So we're gonna call it a night on that. Be on the lookout for the next joint though. I'll be back on tomorrow, and I'm gonna upload.